You work for. So with that, I just want to go around and I go how it appears on my screen. If you guys can just give a quick introduction of yourselves, and I'm going to say, give me a quick introduction and tell me what's the first car you owned that you love the most. Well, no, we don't even say love the most. Let's just say the first ride that you own. We'll get to love later on. Just the first ride that you remember really driving. That's your car, not your mom and daddy's car. The first car you drove, because here's a key difference. The first car that you drove, that if you would have gotten to an accident, all your daddy would have said is, "It's yours, tear it up." There's a difference. So, right. Aaron, starting with you on how you appear, we'll go Aaron, Dwayne, and Kevin, and then we'll come back around.
Okay. Yes, my name is Aaron Mickles. As my family calls me, Aaron with a hard A. Yeah. So yeah, I currently reside in Virginia. See, my first car, I think my first car was that I actually bought outright myself was an '87 Chrysler Fifth Avenue. Chrysler Fifth Avenue. It was actually one, my dad picked up in Michigan when I was in the Marine Corps, and I came up and picked it up from him. But he got it for me, paid him for it, and that was my first car. I like that car too. Man, I like that car. Cool fact, I actually got into an accident like the first weekend I got it, first couple of days I got it, down in Detroit. I went up to Selfridge Air Force Base to do something for the military, and coming back through Michigan, it wasn't a bad accident, but I rear-ended a lady in like a Taurus or something. And the Fifth Avenue, they had that, the rubber in the front end of it, flimsy right above the bumper. And so from that point on, I just got it, and I had put a chipped the grill and pushed it in a little bit, but I still rode it for the next, 3 or 4 years with it like that. And that was my first car.
Your old man didn't get on you, right?
I mean, I paid for it, so.
Right. There it is.
Wasn't much you could say.
All right, Dwayne, how about you?
The first one I got that was actually my own was 1993, brand new, Chevy Cavalier. I really wanted what was it that time, the Z24, but I just could not. Yep, I just could not make the payment work. And this one was neat because it was a manual when they actually still made manuals. And what was also neat about it, it had all the features I wanted on it. It had actually it was 2-door, it had power windows, power door locks, air condition, which again, that's when air condition was still, you could still get a car without air condition. But here was the best part. It did not have a radio, and it didn't, something else it didn't have. So a friend of mine that I had gone to Michigan State with, he had recently graduated. He was working at the Chevy dealer at the time. And he rode with me in the car while I was test driving it to a stereo place. And I was able to get the stereo speakers I wanted, the alarm system. It had a pull-off face and everything like that. And you couldn't tell me anything. And that was the first new car I bought. It was the first car that I got on my own. And that little bit of customization made all the difference because like I said, I had the sound system and everything else like exactly where I wanted it. And he helped me roll it right into the price of the car. So probably not the wisest financial decision, but it made it all like clean and crisp. And like I said, you couldn't tell me nothing.
All right, hold on. What did you say it was? I was typing Aaron's in there.
So yeah, it was a 1993 Chevy Cavalier. And it was a burgundy 2-door coupe.
Yeah, that's my baby right there. Look at her.
Mine was like this one that you see over towards
that one.
That burgundy one right there.
In the middle.
Here.
And yep, that was it.
We got some fans.
Yeah, like I said, I only actually, for a couple reasons, I actually only ended up keeping it for about 2 years. But what happened is I had recently graduated, so I got a lot of incentives. And my grandfather was a GM retiree, so I got discounts. And I actually sold the car for more than I paid for it, which was kind of interesting. I sold it we needed to do something with our cars at the time, and my wife couldn't drive a stick. And we actually had the same car. She had a red one. It was a manual. I had this other one. We decided to sell it, and the young man who bought it, he saw it, like he looked at it, saw it was a stick, saw it had the nice stereo system. His grandparents were buying it for him. They didn't even try to negotiate. He just went for it. So I actually, it's very rare that you can actually end up selling a car for more than what you paid for it.
For real. Although with the way the used car market is acting right now.
Exactly.
We'll talk about that a little bit in a second.
I was going to say, that's like a whole show in and of itself.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Kev, what about you?
Ooh, my goodness.
Come on, man. Wasn't that long?
My first car. Yeah, right.
First car that you bought.
My first car that I bought was a 1972 Mercury Comet GT, baby.
Thank you. I looked this up.
The red one, huh?
Not a Maverick.
Yes.
Not a Maverick. Y'all better recognize.
I remember
Nice.
that one.
Exactly.
Hold on,
There
y'all.
we go.
Hold on, everybody be quiet because we can watch him cry. Because we're going to shed some tears looking at this one. He gonna shed
That's
some
how she
tears.
looked. That's how she looked.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
He gonna shed some tears. Oh, hold on. Now, can I wax poetic about your car?
Yes.
Let me tell y'all, I was there when he bought the car. We're rolling down the highway, and there's this red, rusted out, raggedy Ford. But then we look at it, you see the picture scrolling by from the Mecum auction there. That wasn't it, but his wasn't not nearly that good. His was rusted out all over the place, but the engine was absolutely amazing. So guy cranks it up, Kev takes it for a test drive, comes back cheesing and grinning. He buys it. We go ahead and go back to the place. That car, as rusted out as it was, now mind y'all, at the time, Mustangs were pretty much the king of street racing. They were, you Grand Nationals were doing their thing. I mean, that was really the king, but who had a Grand National who could afford one?
Right.
It was all about the Fox body Mustangs, the 5.0s. Kev would roll up with, we'd be in those seats, sliding all over the place. Kev would roll up, and he would jump out on Stang so tough. The only way they would be able to catch him would be if they were pulling deep in the third gear. And probably rust was falling off the car.
It wasn't that bad.
Hilarious.
But the car was amazing. Everybody, it was almost, what's that show, Street Outlaws, where they now want with the farm truck or whatever. It was almost like that was how the Comet was. It was when you raced that car and when you was in it, and what it had that shift kit in there too. So when the trans shifted,
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded amazing. I gotta brag on your ride on that one. And that, I'm glad we found one, a red one at that. And no,
exactly.
it was not a Maverick. Because you really had to call it a Maverick.
Got to be clear, it was not a Maverick.
All right, I didn't want to steal your thunder, but I had to share my lovely experiences with that car.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
I like that.
enjoyed that car myself. Got it for $700
$700?
and drove it.
Wow.
700 and drove the wheels off of it.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a true barn find.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Mine, I think I put it up in one of our other shows where I ended up having, I bought a 1991 S10 in January of 1990. So you couldn't tell me nothing because I bought a truck that wasn't out yet. And, I was mighty proud of it. At that time, trucks were just getting hot.
That's
and,
right.
Went and had some rims put on it. I remember going in there like a big idiot. And I said to the guy, I was like, all I want is a cassette. Now, come on, y'all, don't hate on me. It was a cassette. That's what
Right.
So, it was similar to this one. Only difference was it was white. And, it had the grill. I'm trying to see the bar. The grill on it was unique for 91. That was really the big difference. Yeah, it was like
black,
this.
Yeah.
The black grill, yeah.
Yep. And it was black. I mean, it was white, had the black grill, had some black wheels, and then I put my own wheels on there. And it was a hot little truck. It was so hot. That's
Be
why.
specific now.
Huh?
Those are the deep dish. Be specific.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
were the big
KMC stars, baby.
KMC.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So the thing was, you know, with that truck, it was so hot. That's why they stole it twice. And I learned my lesson, which I'm going to lead that right into our